Hello and welcome to the Music GCSE YouTube channel. This video is part of a series on rhythms of the world, and in this video we're going to take a look at Greek music. So what will you learn from this video? Well, we'll take a look at where Greek music comes from, the typical musical features of Greek music, the time signatures used, and the instruments commonly used within Greek music. So first of all, let's have a look at where Greek music comes from. In your exam, Greek music might be referred to as music from the Mediterranean. It is important to know there's more than one style of music to come from Greece. However, your exam will focus on traditional Greek folk music, often performed at celebrations and social events. So let's take a look at the typical musical features of Greek music. First of all, Greek music uses irregular time signatures. We'll talk about those in more detail in just a little bit. The next thing you need to know is that the melodies are often harmonized in thirds. But what does that mean? Harmony occurs when we play more than one note in combination with each other. Let's take a look. If we play a note on the keyboard, for instance the note of C, if we then play that in combination with any other note, we are creating harmony. So what does it mean to harmonise in thirds? Well, a third is basically just 3 notes away from our start note, but within that musical scale. A third is always 4 semitones away from the note we're starting on. So if we start on C and count up 4 semitones, we end on the note of E. So if we were to play a C and E together, that's a harmony of a third. And this happens in Greek melodies. Now let's take a look at the other typical musical features of Greek music. The melodies will be heavily decorated, meaning they will use lots of ornamentation like trills, medents, akiakatoras, things like that, which helps add expression to the melodies within Greek music. And in terms of structure, Greek music will often be composed in short sections which are repeated throughout the piece of music. So at the top of this list we spoke about Greek music having irregular time signatures. Let's have a look at what that means. The most common type of time signature in pop music is what we call a simple time signature, such as 4/4. And if we had a time signature of 4/4, we just count 4 beats per bar, just 1, 2, 3, 4. Another common type of time signature is what we call a compound time signature. That's where the bottom number is an 8, such as this here where we're looking at 6/8, where we'd count 6 beats per bar, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now as you heard there, the way we count changes as well. We don't just count 6/8 like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We group the beats together into groups of 3s and we put an accent on the 1 and the 4, so it sounds like that, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what do we mean when we say an irregular time signature? An irregular time signature will basically have an odd number of beats per bar, such as this here where we have 7/8. In Greek music, the accent is also placed on different beats of the bar. So in this example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So remember, if you are asked about the time signatures used in Greek music uses an irregular time signature, meaning it will have an odd number of beats per bar. Now let's have a look at the instruments commonly used within Greek music. And the first instrument we're going to talk about is the Bazooki, which is a string instrument similar to a guitar. Now this is used as a melodic instrument, and remember the melody is usually harmonized in thirds, meaning the Bazooki will actually be playing more than one note at a time. The Bazooki will also use lots of tremolo in the way it's being performed, and if you don't know what tremolo is, I'll include a little video clip of somebody playing tremolo on an acoustic guitar. The melodies performed on the Bazooki will often also be heavily decorated using ornamentation such as trills, medents and akiakatoras. Another instrument commonly used in Greek music is the dumbek, which is a traditional drum. It's sometimes referred to as the goblet drum due to its shape, but remember its proper name is the dumbek. And just like with other drums we've looked at rhythms of the world, it can produce lots of different sounds by hitting it in different places and with different parts of your hand. And the final Greek instrument we're going to look at is a small hand drum known as the defi. It wouldn't be uncommon for the defi to be decorated with bangles and ribbons and things like that added to it. And it could also have chimes added to the rim, just like the one in the picture here, making it look a little bit like a tambourine. So those are 3 traditional Greek instruments we might likely hear within Greek music, but we can hear some other instruments used within this music as well, such as a violin, a bass guitar, and vocals. So let's quickly talk about some of the features we might hear of the vocals in Greek music. Firstly, just like other styles of music and rhythms of the world, they will be very decorative using ornamentation. They will have lots of melisma, which is where we can stretch a word or a syllable of a word out over multiple notes. The vocals will most likely use microtonal intervals, and the vocals and the melodic instruments such as the Bazooki will often perform in dialogue with one another, meaning the melody can be passed between the instruments and the vocalist. So now you've got a basic understanding of Greek music, why not pause the video here and have a go at testing yourself. Can you answer the questions on screen now? If you found this video useful, click the thumbs up to give the video a like. If you haven't already subscribed, click the logo and have a click over here to have a look at one of the other videos on the channel. You can also use the self-quiz features at the Music Revision website at www.musicgcse.co.uk.